What is asset location? Asset location is different than asset allocation. Asset allocation is making sure that you're diversified, that you have different types of holdings within your account so that you have some things that do better, some things that do worse at different periods, and that helps you mitigate risk over the long term. You're not invested in just one thing. But asset location is a little different. It's making sure that each of those things that you've decided you want to own are in the best account for that asset. And when you're thinking about the asset location, you want to think through the tax efficiency of where you place the assets that you own. If you're wanting to own a stock that has no dividends, it's a growth stock, and another stock that pays a dividend each and every year, doesn't grow as much, but you want to reinvest that dividend, you're not going to use it to live off of, you're wanting to accumulate the dividend by reinvesting in the stock and build up that stock as well. Where should you own each of those? You would be better off to have that stock with no dividend in your taxable account because there's no dividend income to pay tax on from year to year, and the growth is not taxable to you until you actually sell the stock. And at that point in time, you would have some capital gain. You would pay tax on that at preferential capital gains rates. The stock with dividends could be in your traditional IRA. If that's a stock that you're wanting to reinvest and let that grow, then those dividends could be coming in each and every year into that IRA, buying additional stock, but you're not paying tax on that because it's accumulating inside of the IRA. And you won't pay tax on that stock until you actually sell some of the stock and pull it out of your IRA. It would then be taxed at ordinary income rates because it's coming out of the IRA. And so when you're thinking about how you're going to use the assets, what the assets are, how they're going to be taxed, if you have assets that you're wanting to grow for the long term, you want to shelter as much tax as possible. You don't want to be paying tax each and every year necessarily. If you can shift things around, have the assets that have no annual income in your taxable account and the assets that do have an annual income that you're not using, you're reinvesting, have that be in your IRA account. And you can also think about what do you put in your Roth account. Now, I tend to prefer having the highest growth in the Roth because that's tax-free. So get the most growth in the Roth because it's going to be tax-free. You're not going to pay tax on that in the future at any point in time as long as you've met the rules. You've had it at least 5 years and you're 59 and a half or over when you pull money out. But thinking through the asset location will help you minimize your lifetime taxes and will help you keep more of your growth, your earnings, your interest or dividends in your pocket. And so you do want to think about that because that's going to put you in a better position for the long term. And I want you to be on your best path in your retirement.